Our verse today is 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 9. But those who desire to be rich fall into temptation, into a snare, into many senseless and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. Paul in this section talks about contentment. In verse 7 he says, "For we brought nothing into the world, and we cannot take anything out of the world." And in verse 8 he says, "But if we have food and clothing, with these we will be content." We know that the human mind is never satisfied and always wants more. This desire for more, if not well managed, leads us away from God. That is why our verse is crucial for us today. It would appear that Paul is speaking to us here and now. Let us analyze the verse. The first point is, those who desire to be rich fall into temptation. Wealth and riches are not bad in themselves. When the desire to be rich is the goal, one cannot resist doing anything it takes to get rich, and that is when temptation can set in. As an enticement to sin, the word peirasmos means temptation or testing. When one is excessively worried about getting rich, not content with having enough, then temptation sets in. This temptation could lead to defrauding people, stealing, or getting into all sorts of corrupt actions. The second point is that the desire to be rich can make one fall into a snare. The Greek word used here is pagis, which means a trap or net. When one is in dire need of riches, people could set a trap for that person, and sadly, it has led some people to death. The third element is that riches lead to many senseless and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. A few months ago, we read the story of a young Nigerian girl who murdered her sugar daddy. According to her, she needed money from him to sort out her problems. Paul rightly tells Timothy in verse 10, "For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evils." The desire for riches leads to greed, as the book of Proverbs tells us. Proverbs 15 verse 27. What do we truly want in life? Is it not to be comfortable? We need discernment to know what we actually need and what we only acquire for greed. Proverbs 23 verse 4. Otherwise, we may become like the rich fool in the gospel who thinks he is in charge of his life. Luke 12 13 to 21. Can we eat more than our tummy can take? Can we sleep on more than one bed at a time? Can we drive more than one car at a time? Why not live a simple lifestyle? If you have enough, be content. Paul says, "As for the rich in this present age, charge them not to be haughty, nor to set their hopes on the uncertainties of riches, but on God, who richly provides us with everything to enjoy." 1 Timothy 6, verse 17. Lord, give us the spirit of contentment. Amen. God bless you, and I wish you a pleasant day.